This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Shalom laha alahayim, nawathan ka halalim la Yahweh, bahasham Yahushai, bahasham racha hakodash. Double honors into the elder apostles, elder bishop, head elders of all the camps of Great Millstone, GMS, who do rule well, who we learn this 100% truth from. Special shalom, peace and blessings to the house of David, the hopeful elect, 144,000 and the remaining one-third scattered abroad, as well as you speckled bird brothers scattered among the heathen that may look like the heathen. It's your brother Tazapanya, Banyamyan, and the sons Yasha camp out here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Lord willing, is quick, it is edifying unto the elect. All right. The public has no idea what's coming. Things will escalate very quickly now. That is a quote or from a tweet, as you can see in front of you, from Illuminati bot, okay, that was retweeted from some woman named Eva Vlardinger Broek. All right. And as you can see in the top, she quoted, okay, or roughly paraphrased the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16 and 17, that we always bring out here of Great Millstone, which I'm going to read what she has in her tweet. And it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. The average person. That's the coolest thing ever. Okay, so I'm going to let this play, and I'm going to give my commentary and filter it through the scriptures. And this is from the Working Money channel. Okay, see if I can go to the description. It says Ripple XRP. With XRP clarity, will we now see the U.S. Navy develop Ripple microchip? And if you've been watching on this channel, all right, for a long period of time, you would be knowing these certain connections, the puzzle pieces that I have put together through the spirit, and I speak as a man when it comes to the Ripple integrated distributed ledger technology, all right, of the cryptocurrency XRP and how it's connected to central bank digital currencies and the central bank of the central banks, your Bank of International Settlements, your International Monetary Fund, and the U.S. Navy, which is a part of the image of the beast, which is the military and political system, all right, that is a carbon copy of the old Roman Empire, all right, revived, you know, the spirit reincarnated, so to speak, in the beast, which is your NATO and EU, North Atlantic Treaty Organization and European Union, which America, which is the great whore, is the one that rideth the beast. Okay, so let's get into it.
Clip, a little scary, but I think where the world is going, Eva Vlandinger Broke posted this, okay? Reciting this verse here, and guys, we were talking about this thing years ago, I think back even in 2019, 2020.
And the apostles of Great Millstone, when it comes to YouTube, when YouTube came out, since July 2007, they've been talking about it. So you're a little late there, buddy. And from how he talks, he sounds like an Edomite, because these people, a lot of people that is into XRP, they see some truths, right? But they're doing it because of the love of money. If I'm gonna keep it a buck, all right? Because in my research, it seems like it's going to be that technology, right, that is going to help facilitate cross-border payments of all the different central bank digital currencies. So whoever holds XRP will be rich. However, we know what it's going to be in order for you to spend money. Hence, Revelation chapter 13 and 16. So you want to hold everything you got from all the money, the gains, the mammon that you've acquired from learning the crypto space and the Great Reset and who runs the world and everything like that. You already know what you got to do, and a lot of these niggas gonna do it. But let's continue.
She says it's the coolest thing ever. The public has no idea what's coming. Okay, it was originally tweeted out by Illuminati Bot here on Twitter. Things will escalate very, very quickly from now. And I mean, this goes along the lines with what's happening with WorldCoin, which I believe the country of Kenya is now saying, no, back away. We don't know about privacy concerns and safety issues and all that stuff. So WorldCoin is already being scrutinized. However, we've got people like this doing things like this. Watch this.
I'm at Whole Foods. I'm about to pay my groceries with my That's the coolest thing ever.
Is it though? Is it really the coolest thing ever? So the nanochip technology that you can have implanted in your hand has been around for quite a while. And, it just kind of brings me back to what we were talking about several years ago, guys. I want to play a clip from a video I did 3 years ago here, April 6, 2020. And the fact that we found information that the U.S. Navy was paying a company to develop a chip that can integrate with Ripple. Fast forward to today, and are we seeing this now being piloted, or other companies doing it? Anyway, this one has to do with the U.S. Navy. And guys, I was scouring Twitter and saw this. So Ripple compatible chip development sponsored by the U.S. Navy. Yes, the U.S. Navy. Are they developing a chip that can be implanted into humans? Now,
see, so when it says the mark of the beast, okay, you have to understand who the beast is to understand his mark. And that's why I told you, through the correct doctrine and teaching of the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua upon Elder Apostle Tahar on down, we have learned that the beast, right, is your Western civilization, so to speak, countries that are in the European Union and is a part of the NATO agreement. Okay, and the whore that rideth the beast, that uses and authoritates over those nations, is America. So how come from Ripple, and I've been saying this constantly, Ripple, why XRP, why is it the first cryptocurrency to be not only went through a legal action that took forever and is not a security when they were Ripple versus the Security Exchange Commission, the SEC, and won the case, all right? And they are the first coin to be regulated under the ISO 20022, which is a standardization regulatory rules and conditions, all right? Meaning that the government is okay with it. Because remember, cryptocurrency is supposed to be, supposedly, decentralized, unregulated. This is why, because I remember when crypto came out, everything people was buying guns and drugs and things like that nature with Bitcoin. People's information, scamming. You feel me? Getting all your information, identity theft. And because they was buying this information and these products and things like that with a decentralized currency, supposedly, which kind of got refuted later years down the line, that you wasn't able to be tracked, that you bought this type of shit. So, which is all Hegelian dialectic, right? Because NSA, another Babylonian alphabet agency, right, created Bitcoin, okay, and distributed ledger technology, blockchain, for those that can understand, okay? So they're the ones now, they're going to talk about it. So let me just continue on.
Will allow people to pay via Ripple integrated DLT. Well, I gotta hand it to Kevin Cage because he was the first one to break this out. So Kevin Cage here with this video from Catherine Austin Fitts. She's an investment advisor and former assistant secretary of housing back in the Bush 41 years, according to Stuart XRP. So thanks so much to Stuart for retweeting Kevin Cage's post here. And it is remarkable. Now, let's get back to this idea for a second here. Catherine Austin Fitts speaks about the Danish tech firm and without sharing its name, says that a year ago she accessed data regarding the U.S. Navy, paying that firm to create an implantable microchip compatible with Ripple.
Okay, so notice, again, I speak as a man, but let's hypothetically speak that Ripple is going to be the technology that helps all central banks create their central bank digital currencies that is regulated by the government and is programmable tokens. And we all know the nature of the CBDC, which is with chip, which happens to be a chip specifically with Ripple that would maybe be the same crypto that is used throughout the world. And Babylon is using one of their armed services to pay anonymously outside, and I think Danish, I don't know if that's Holland or whatever, but I bet you if I look it up, it's either a country that uses euros in the European Union or is part of NATO, or it could be outside. Who knows, right? I don't know that off the top of my head, but trying to do it unanimously using their money to push a certain agenda that is going to be, as we know, we filter it through the scriptures, going to be pushed upon a global mandate. There we go. Okay, it's not a coincidence. All right. So when they're talking about things is going to escalate really quickly now, this is why I brought out. Matter of fact, I'll read it again. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. And see, we're in that appointed time. Okay. But at the end, it shall speak. You see, and it's speaking. All right. And not lie, right? So when the scripture is saying that something is going to happen, it's going to come to pass. His word shall not go out void. Though it tarries, so though it's taking its time, wait for it. And that's what we've been doing. We've been waiting for it. Because it will surely come, it will not tarry. And so when they're saying that, oh, things is going to escalate really quickly now, that's literally what it's saying in the scriptures. It will not tarry. So if you're having regular stores, Whole Foods and things of that nature, all right, pushing this pay with palm technology and trying to say, oh, it's just your palm, is getting you equipped and ready, because this devil uses gradualism. Remember that the thoughts of their heart is deep. They understand how the human psyche works. All right, what would we call it? The boiling frog theory, so to speak. The frog, you put in a regular water and you slowly boiling it, and by the time the water starts boiling, the legs of the frog can't jump out because your legs is numb to when you finally realize you're about to get cooked. Okay, so things take time, just like it said, though it tarry. But now we at the time where it's not tarrying.
That's right, guys. She mentions Ripple, not XRP, but Ripple by name. In that video, Catherine Austin Fitts does not share any specific details and does not say whether this story has had any development. She did say, though, that she had extensive experience in doing business in Denmark, so the information from her can be trusted. I think this video was from here. I recently went to this website here, the Solari Report by Catherine Austin Fitts, and I believe it was taken from this USA Watchdog interview from back in February. I believe that's where it was from. If not, there are a few videos here with Catherine Austin Fitts being interviewed. And guys, this idea isn't new. I don't know if you guys remember me mentioning this back in July of last year in Sweden, how they were getting implants in their hands to replace cash and credit cards, as we know.
And, Elder Maccabee of the Sons of Yasha'Alakim, he always brings this out. The Nordic states specifically, or Nordic countries specifically, Sweden, man, they already, because it's mostly Edomites over there that live over there. You see what I'm saying? That overtook, Japhet and Jake that used to live out there, and they all already 80%, 90% of the people that live there already got the MOTB, man, and buying and selling with it. You see what I'm saying?
Sweden is already a very cashless society, and young people were voluntarily saying, hey, yeah, implant me with a chip. I want to be able to pay without carrying a wallet or even my cell phone around. And so this is where it looks like we are going with this. Now, a few people chiming in here down in the Twitter thread. Mr. B says, sounds like we are going to skip the regulatory clarity and just go full Black Mirror. Edelson 1492 mentions, never thought I would voluntarily get chipped, but if it means XRP adoption, just kidding. Screw XRP if it comes to this reality. It could go this way. I sincerely do believe, though, that this will not be the only option. KB Maga mentions, whoa, I'll stick to a wallet. Yikes. Crypto Knight says, like we didn't know that Ripple was in bed with the Illuminati. This should...
Right. You see? And this is the point. You know what I mean? Like, there's only going to be certain coins that they allow. Remember, the Illuminati is not means nothing but the enlightened ones. It's a title. All right. And the elite, the international banking families are the enlightened ones from on the left-hand side. Lucifer, the light bearers on the left-hand side. Wicked, evil knowledge, man, which was given unto them by Yahweh Shem Yahushua, ultimately to destroy themselves, all right, and to reveal themselves of who the wicked are by the prophets, of course. All right. So anything that is going to be used, you know, in this beast system, in the NWO and things of that nature is going to be in bed with the Amalekites, the Edomites, the wicked, the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. Okay.
Be a shocker to anyone that's done their proper research. Ripple is literally, along with FBI, funded by the Rothschilds.
So you see that right there? Funded by the Rothschilds. Okay, and we all know who the Rothschilds are, man, of the tribe of Amalek, who the people who the Most High have indignation forever and will have war with from generation to generation. I'll just roughly paraphrase Obadiah, and I want to say that's in the book of Numbers, the second phrase that I just quoted.
The most interesting part in this video is that she does mention Ripple by name. So very, very interesting development that we are seeing with regards to Ripple, the company, and by extension, the XRP ecosystem. And it sounds like the government is totally on board, especially if this is being funded by the U.S. Navy. Exactly. All right, I'm going to stop it there. Microchip advancements funded by the U.S. Navy. We were hearing about this back in 2020. Catherine Austin Fitts, a credible source. So are we seeing this now, guys, in practice? This has been around in Europe for years now, but because now XRP has clarity, are we going to see this type of technology really ramp up in the United States? I don't know. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to this.
Right. So, yeah, just like how he said he's asking a question, but he knows, man, if he's not, got his head up his ass, which I don't think so, because he actually thinks that XRP is the coin to so-called invest in if you're in that carnal mindset compared to all other coins to get rich. All right, because it's not going to be a retail coin. It's going to be used by central banks because all of them are using Ripple. Okay, so I say this to say, all right, as these companies, as these stores and the cash, all of this coming together, all right, this type of technology is going to skyrocket. All right. Listen, Yahweh Shah said that unless the days be shortened, all right, for the elect's sake, then no flesh shall be saved, man. So these devils want to put you in a digital concentration camp, all right, in perpetual slavery, man. All right, and really kill off most of y'all. You see what I'm saying? But this is crazy. So I got 2nd Esdras chapter 9 queued up right here, and it reads verse 1. He answered me then. Matter of fact, I'll start at chapter 8 and then go into verse 9. Now that I'm looking at it, we're gonna start at verse 6, chapter 8, verse 61. 2nd Esdras, right? And it says, and therefore is my judgment now at hand. See, this is the Lord's judgment. Okay? This is the Lord's judgment that he's going to put the whole world through the hour of temptation. And only the elect spirits, all right, are going to be the ones, all right, because I'm talking about Israel now, are going to be the ones that say no to it. And there's going to be a couple people of the lot to get their heads beheaded by those guillotines that the U.S. government been bought since Obama era or Bush era. I forgot which era it was. All right, in them FEMA camps and things of that nature. Verse 62, these things have I not showed unto all men. See, and it shows you to fully understand the scripture, the gospel, this word. Yahushua told his apostles, when the apostles asked him, why do you talk to the masses, roughly paraphrasing here, in parables? And he said, because it's unto you was given the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, man. You see, on how it's going to play out. All right. So you have to have that Holy Spirit to give you the remembrance of all things, the comforter. All right. That gives you the true doctrine and the true breakdowns of the word to really fully understand Yahweh Shai. Because in Revelation, it says what? The testimony or the witness, I've done a video on that, is the same word basically, of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. You see, so if you have Yahweh Shai with you, that means you understand the prophecies. In Proverbs, it says, for wisdom is the principal thing. Wisdom is application of knowledge that you have. All right. And then it goes on to say, with all thy getting, get understanding. What are you supposed to be understanding? These prophecies, man. In Ecclesiasticus chapter, what, 39 or 38? I think it's 30, yeah, 38 or 39. That, you know, basically roughly paraphrasing here, a wise man is going to stay occupied in prophecies and search out all the wisdom of the ancient, man. All right, but going back on 2nd Ezra chapter 8, verse 62, these things have I not showed unto all men, but unto thee and a few like thee. You see? So that shows you all on one accord. So the people that had the same spirit of Ezra, he also showed these visions, these prophecies, so to speak, right? It says, then answered I and said, behold, O Lord, now hast thou showed me the multitude of the wonders which thou wilt begin to do in the last times. You see? But at what time thou hast not showed me? 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. And it goes on to read, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. You see? So when you're in it, you're supposed to measure it with what measuring tool? The scriptures, the prophecies in the scriptures. See, because certain prophecies has to come before another prophecy get fulfilled. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. You see? So the Most High Yahweh is going to send his son, who he gave all authority to, that all men is going to bow unto, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, a dark-skinned man with woolly hair of the tribe of Judah, the Lamb of the Most High, the Lion of Yahweh, of the root of David, all right, our high priest, our big brother, all right, to come and take all these crowns, basically subdue all these kingdoms, and all credit shall go unto Yahweh Shai, and set up the kingdom of heaven that is going to be the manifestation of righteousness, all right, through him and his co-heirs, which are the elect of Israel. All right, so we're going to see this thing is not going to take forever, man. All right, we've been telling you, keep the faith. It's going to get harder. All right, that just shows that he loves you. You're going to go through a lot of shit, but these prophecies is speaking, and things is going to exponentially hurry, not tarry, come quickly. All right, Agenda 2030, I've been done a video on it too. They already said they're speeding it up. Revelation 12 and 12. Rejoice, O ye in heavens, and woe down to the inhabitants of the earth, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So they know and believe the prophecy of Yahweh Shah saying that he's going to shorten the days, and they want to feel so bad complete world domination through physical force. And the Most High is going to give it to them for a small period of time. He's appointed his bounds. But see, when he's about to fill his belly in his sufficiency, he's going to basically tear him down. Roughly paraphrasing a couple pre Brakatayahu, Brakatayahu Shan. To the next time, Shalom Laha Alaha, and peace to the gods.